So we're gonna start on our backs. Let me set my timer so I know how long I'm keeping you here. If you have a yoga mat, great. If you're at least on a carpet, that would help because sometimes the hardwood can be a little bit too firm. So bend the knees and take the feet as wide as your mat and place your hands on your belly, one on top of the other. Let the eyes close. Allow the face to relax. And start to deepen your breath as if you were breathing into your hands here. Notice that as you deepen the breath, the hands lift as the belly fills. And notice that as you exhale, the hands softly fall as the belly empties. And as we lay here for a couple moments, drawing our attention inward towards our mat, I want you to take notice of the parts of the body that are touching the mat right now. So the bottoms of your feet, the back of your pelvis, the upper back, the backs of the shoulders, the backs of the arms, and the back of the head. And allow yourself to relax those surfaces of the body into the mat. And then acknowledging that the mat is lying on the floor in a room in your house. And that room in your house or apartment or condo is part of a larger structure, whether it's a house, whether it's an apartment building. And that building rests on the earth. So wherever we are lying right now, in a sense, we are all resting on part of the earth, and we are being supported by the same structure, by a very strong, stable structure. And maybe you visualize roots coming out of the parts of the body that are touching the ground, and allowing those roots to let you feel a little more secure, a little more grounded, a little more stable. And realizing that as we lay here, we are all laying here together on the same foundation. Take a few more deep belly breaths here. And then gently slide the hands off your belly onto the side. Separate the knees, and with the breath, take an exhale and let the knees fall over to the right. As you inhale, bring the knees back to center, and exhale the knees over to the left. Inhaling the knees back to center. Exhale the knees over to the right. Inhaling back to center. And exhaling left. And just continue this at your own pace, at your own breath for a couple rounds, starting to feel a sense of the movement being connected to your inhales and exhales. Eyes can be opened or closed. And take it one more time to either side, one more time to the right. One more time to the left. And coming back to center. Then from here, straighten the left leg, bend the right knee, take the hands around the shins, and just start to draw that knee in towards the armpit. And you can even make little circles here with that knee. So go ahead and do that. Just move that knee in a circular motion as you therefore move that thigh bone around in that hip socket a little bit. And if you're making those circles, switch the direction. So move it in the opposite way. And then from here, coming to center, extend the knee and bring the hands behind the thigh, interlacing the fingers. With a bend to the knee, flex the foot, pull the toes in towards you a little bit, press through the heel, and then start to draw that leg in towards you. It could stay bent, but you should feel an opening to the hamstring. Keep that foot nice and flexed, toes toward the face, press through the heel. Relax your shoulders, relax your face. Take some deep breaths. Good. From here you can release the pressure of the hands to the back of the leg. Bend the knee a little bit. We're going to create a little momentum and rock ourselves up to sit. So bend the knee, straighten it out a little bit, kind of throw that leg forward, come up to sit. This is one of those things where I don't know if it worked or not because I can't see you. And then you're going to take that right ankle to the left knee. Start to walk the hands forward any amount, or maybe we're just holding here if we're really tight. If Mikey Karras is here, I don't know if he's here practicing with me. Bring that ankle to the left knee. So first option is here. Second option, ankles to above the left knee, walking the hands forward. You can let the head drop. Good, breathe here. It's okay to let that back round a little bit. Soften the shoulders. And then slowly roll yourself back up. You're going to bend that knee back into the chest and lie back onto your back. And then switching legs. So straighten that right leg. Bend the left knee. Interlace the fingers, bring the hand around the left shin. Give that knee a good squeeze in towards the armpit, and then circle the knee around a little bit. And then circle the opposite direction. And then from here, start to extend the knee a little bit, interlace the fingers, bring the hands behind the left thigh, flex your foot, press through the heel, pull your toes in, and then start to pull that leg in towards you slightly till you feel an opening in the back of the hamstring. The knee can be bent here, but flex the foot. It helps to open up that hamstring a little bit more. Relax your shoulders, breathe. Couple more breaths. Good. And then from here, bend the knee a little bit, straighten it, create a little bit of momentum. Throw that leg forward, bring yourself up to sit. We're still working on the same leg. First option is just to try to bring the hands underneath the calf. Second option is to place that ankle just above the right knee and walk the hands forward. Let the shoulders round a tiny bit, let the head drop. And breathe into wherever you are feeling tight. And slowly rolling yourself up. Hugging that knee back into the chest, lay back onto your back, and then bring both knees in. Hands behind the thighs. Create a little bit of momentum as you straighten the legs a little bit and rock up and down the spine. Bend the knees to rock forward. Try to rock all the way to the shoulders. Come up all the way to the tailbone. And do that one more time. And then bring yourself up to sit and move to a tabletop position. So taking the wrists under the shoulders, position the knees under the hips. Tuck the toes here. I like to keep the toes tucked to just stretch out the feet a little bit more. We very rarely bring our feet into this position. So spread the fingers well, ground the palms into the earth. Again, imagine the hands creating roots that are drawing down into the earth, the same earth that we are all on right now. Same yoga mat, same ground, same earth. And as you inhale, drop the belly, arch the back, gaze up. And then as you exhale, press the mat away, round the back, look towards your belly button. And then inhale, find the reverse again. Start to reach the chest forward, lift the tailbone, arch the back. And exhale, big round, press the mat away, drop the head, look towards your belly button. And do that a couple more times, again at your own pace of your own breath. Learning to sense a connection between the inhales and the exhales and the coordinating movements. Right? They should happen as one. And take one more big inhale and one more big exhale, moving through your cat-cow. And then come back to a neutral spine. Good. From here, lowering down to the forearms, and then straightening the hands, straightening the arms, bringing the head down into a half dog or puppy dog pose. Spread the palms well. Breathing here. Reach the tailbone back. Good, and then as you inhale, slide forward, lower the forearms down. And you're going to come to lower the hips all the way down into Sphinx pose. So you're going to want the elbows right underneath the shoulders. Fingers spread well. And start to isometrically feel like you're pulling your chest forward, lifting the heart. Draw the shoulders back and down. Breathing here. Keep a neutral gaze. Take one more inhale. And then we're going to exhale, pressing back to child's pose. So widen the knees, bring the big toes to touch. Hips back to the heels, reach the arms forward. If the forehead touches the mat, great. You can rest it on the mat. Just take a couple breaths. You can even rock your hips from side to side a little bit here. And if you're rocking the hips side to side, come back to center and start to reach the arms forward a little bit more. So let the elbows lift up off the mat. Feel the triceps start to engage, the arms become a little more active. Now spread the palms and press your hips away. Breathing here. And let your next inhale bring you up to a tabletop position. Adjust the wrists so that they're back underneath the shoulders, knees under the hips. From here, draw the navel in, so tuck the tailbone. Feel the core start to warm a little bit and engage. And with an engaged core, let's step back to a plank pose. So extend the legs, make sure the wrists are under the shoulders. Fingers spread. And from here, draw the navel in. Think about reaching your tailbone towards your heels. Take an inhale. With an exhale, you're going to come to a bent knee, downward facing dog. So bend the knees, reach the hips up and back. And then as you inhale, we're going to come back to that plank position. Draw the shoulders over the wrists, keep the belly tight. Exhale, bend the knees, reach the hips back into a bent knee down dog. Inhale, come forward to plank. Exhale, bend the knees again into a bent knee downward facing dog. Reach the hips up and back. Inhale, come forward to plank. From here, you can choose to lower the knees or keep the knees up, but keeping the core engaged, and lower the body down in one piece all the way down to the mat. Keep the elbows hugged in. Point the toes. Press the tops of the feet down. Inhale, lift the chest into baby cobra. Slightly draw the elbows together behind you. Press all 10 toenails down into the mat. One more inhale. Exhale, release. Tuck the toes. Let's press back to child's pose. Couple breaths. Knees wide, big toes touch, but active arms. So arms are straight, reaching forward. Palms are spread. Big breath. Let your next inhale take you forward to tabletop. Adjusting the wrists under the shoulders, knees under the hips. Tuck the tailbone, draw the belly in, and with an engaged core, stepping back to plank. Keeping the hands and feet where they are. Take an inhale. Exhale back to that bent knee down dog position. Hips up and back, knees bent. Inhale back to plank. Belly to the spine. Shoulders draw down the back. Exhale, bent knee downward facing dog. Inhaling back to plank. Exhale, bent knee downward facing dog. Holding here with the bent knees, continue the breath. And very slowly start to pedal the feet one at a time. Straighten one knee, bend the opposite. Notice how the calves feel. Notice how the hamstrings feel. I'm going to do that a couple more times. And then we'll hold in center. So actually first come up onto the tippy toes as high as you can. Take an inhale. And then exhale, reach the heels down to the mat. Any amount and hold. They most likely won't touch. Don't worry about it, but don't move your hands or your feet closer together. Stay in that position. Spread the fingers well. Press the palms into the earth. Act as if you can press your hips away from your bottom ribs. Inner thighs are spinning back. Head is relaxed. Breathing here. And now slowly start to tippy toe and walk your feet towards your hands. And once you're there, take your feet as wide as your mat. Bend the knees. Hang on to opposite elbows and just rock from side to side. Let the upper body be heavy. Let the head be heavy. Let the arms be heavy. Allow the feet to feel grounded into the earth beneath you. So let the bottoms of the feet feel heavy also. And then just switch the crossing of your elbow. Couple more sways from side to side. And then go ahead and release the arms. Heel toe your feet so that they're underneath your hips. And with bent knees, slowly roll yourself up to stand. Letting the head come up last. Bringing the arms alongside you. Take a look at your feet and try to pick up the toes and spread them out as wide as you can. So make your foundation really big here. So make the bottoms of your feet nice and wide. And then you can return your gaze to neutral. Close the eyes for a couple moments. Allow yourself to feel a sense of groundedness as your feet root deeply into the earth. Acknowledge that we're all standing on the same piece of rock. And we can all use that feeling of groundedness together to feel connected. Gently blink the eyes open. As you press down through the feet, inhale, reach the arms out, around, and up. Exhale with a long spine, forward fold. Bend the knees if you need to. The hamstrings are a little tight here. Inhaling up to a flat back. Draw the shoulders back and down. Come halfway up. Exhale, fold. Press down to the feet. Inhale to come all the way back up to stand. Reach the arms out, around, and up. And exhale, hands to the heart. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, long spine, forward fold. Inhaling halfway up. Exhaling, lower the hands, stepping back to plank pose. Knees up or down, lower all the way down to your belly. Point the toes, press the tops of the feet down. Inhale to a baby cobra, lift the shoulders, hug the elbows together. Exhale, release. Tuck the toes, pull the belly in, press back to downward facing dog. Hold here for a few breaths. Palms spread well, pressing into the earth, reach the hips back. Keep the breath steady. From here, walk the feet together so the big toes touch. Come all the way up onto your tippy toes. Bend the knees, look between the hands, and either step or hop all the way to the front of the mat. If you didn't quite get there, just keep taking some steps to get there. Inhale to a flat back. Exhale, fold. Press down to the feet, come all the way up to stand, bend the arms out, around, and up. Exhale, hands to the heart. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, long spine, forward fold. Inhale to a flat back. Exhale, lower the hands, stepping back to plank pose. Knees up or down, lower all the way to your belly. This time moving into an upward facing dog. If you feel you're ready, press down through the hands, straighten the arms all the way, lift the thighs, lift the kneecaps, roll the shoulders down, lift the chest. Exhale, pull the belly in, roll over the toes, downward facing dog. Hold and breathe. Shake out the head a little bit here, shake it out yes, shake it out no. From here, lifting the right leg up into the air behind you. As you exhale, come forward to plank, bring the knee to your nose, step the right foot between the hands. From here, inhaling up into high lunge. Your modification is to lower that back knee if you need to. If you're feeling up to keeping it lifted, go for it. Draw the belly in, so keep that back knee a little bit bent. Tuck the tailbone underneath you. Navel is engaged. Spine is long, reach through the fingertips, spread the palms out, spread the fingers out like you're holding a big beach ball above your head, but drop the shoulders away from the ears. Steady the breath, feel grounded through the bottoms of your feet, feel supported by the earth. One more inhale. Exhale, release the hands down to frame the front foot, plant the left hand where it is. Inhale, reach the right arm up. Start to draw the right side of the ribs back. Gaze up if it's comfortable. Now press through a straight back leg. Shoulder blades draw down the back. Face is soft. One more inhale. Exhale, release the right hand down. As you inhale, start to straighten the right leg any amount. Exhale, bend. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. And then inhale, straighten. We'll hold here for a couple breaths. Leg might not be completely straight. That is the goal, but you're just going to hold wherever you feel necessary, where it's not causing too much of a stretch, but you're right in that sweet spot. So we could be a little bent here with that knee. Couple breaths. One more inhale. Exhale, rebend that right knee. Tap the left foot down on the ground. Inhale, reach both arms up. Palms touch. Exhale, thumbs to the center of the heart as you twist over to the right. So hook the left elbow to the outside of that right knee. Option here to lift the back knee, so just depending how energetic you feel this evening, totally up to you. Press the right palm into the left to try to draw the thumbs to the center of the heart. Draw the right ribs back in space. If that left knee is lifted, press it straight, press through that heel. Breathe here. One more inhale. Exhale, release the hands to either side of the front foot. Stepping back to plank pose. Exhale, lower all the way down to your bellies. Point the toes, press the tops of the feet into the mat. Inhaling, upward facing dog. Straighten the arms, lift the hips. Exhale, pull the belly to the spine, lift the hips. Up and back, downward facing dog, and hold. Deep breaths here. As you inhale, lift the left leg up into the air behind you. As you exhale, bring the shoulders forward, left knee to the nose, step the left foot between the hands. Inhale, reaching up for high lunge. Option here to lower that knee. If it's lifted, it's going to have a slight bend to it in order to tuck the tailbone and pull your belly in. Reach the arms up, spread the fingers out. Feel grounded through the bottoms of the feet. Feel lighter through the tips of the fingers. Breathing here. One more inhale. Exhale, float the hands down to frame the front foot. Plant the right hand. Press the back leg straight. This time, inhale, left arm up. Draw the left side of the ribcage back. Draw the shoulder blades down the back. Soften the face. Gaze up if it's comfortable. Breathe here. One more inhale. Exhale, release the left hand down. Hands frame the front foot. As you inhale, slowly start to come to a straighter left leg. Exhale, bend. Inhale, pressing that left leg a little straighter. Exhale, bend. Inhale, pressing that left leg a little straighter, and we'll hold here. Keeping the hips square, thinking about the chest reaching towards the toes. Breathe into wherever you feel is tight. One more inhale here. Exhale, bend the left knee, drop the right knee back to the mat. Inhale, reach the arms up. Bring the palms to touch. Exhale, draw the thumbs to the center of the chest as you twist over to the left. Hook the right elbow to the outside of the left knee. Options are to keep the knee down. If you feel like working a little harder this evening, go ahead and lift that back knee. If it's lifted, press it straight. Left palm presses into the right. Try to draw the thumbs to the center of the heart. Steady the breath, relax the face. One more inhale. Exhale, release the hands, frame the front foot, stepping back to plank pose. Lower down through bent knees or through a plank. Inhaling to upward facing dog. Exhaling, downward facing dog. Hold and breathe. From here, bring the big toes to touch. Come all the way up onto the tippy toes. Bend the knees, look between the hands. Step or hop your feet to the front of the mat. Inhale into a flat back. Exhale, fold. Press down through the feet, come all the way up to stand. Reach the arms out, around and up. Exhale, hands to the heart. Good. From here, we'll come into tree pose. Give myself some room. So have some room in front of you. We're going to transition from there. So we'll start by grounding the left foot down and taking either the right toes just to the mat, right foot to the calf below the knee, or you can use your hand to take that foot all the way above the knee. So you do not want to be on the knee joint, above or below the knee, or toes to the mat. Focus on a point in front of you that's not moving. Draw the thumbs to the center of the heart. So in this position now more than ever, feel grounded, feel rooted through the bottom of that left foot. Feel sturdy. Feel stable that the earth is supporting you underneath you. And we all share that same support. If you feel like it, you can lift your arms, separate the palms. Good. Keep pressing down through that left foot. Keep your gaze focused on a point that's not moving. Start to draw the palms together, hands to the heart. Right knee comes in front of you. Draw the navel in. Start to send your heart forward as you stamp your right foot on the wall behind you. Warrior three. So essentially trying to make the letter T with your body. Right toes point towards the mat. Heart reaches forward. Shoulder blades down the back. Lots of options for the arms here. Out to a T. If you want to work harder, take the arms forward. Hands to hips. Wherever you need to be. Breathe here. One more inhale. Slowly and gracefully come back to Tadasana. Good. Mountain pose, standing pose. Good. Shake that left leg out a little if you need to. And we'll come right into the other side. So pressing down through the right foot. Left toes to the mat. Left foot to the calf. Or left foot to the inner thigh. Using that hand to help you get that foot up. I didn't say this on this side, but there should be an equal pressure. The foot into the thigh, thigh into the foot. Your gaze is focused on something that's not moving. Feel grounded through that right foot, deep into the earth. And if you feel like it, reach the arms up. Separate the palms. Feel strength in that grounding in that right leg, that rooted leg. All right, that keeps us all connected right now. And then bring the palms to touch, draw the thumbs to the center of your heart. Belly to the spine. That engaged core is going to help in that stability as we come further into these balance poses. So belly in. Start to draw the left knee out in front of you. As you reach your chest forward, start to kick your left foot back like you can stamp your foot on the wall behind you, creating that letter T with the body. Chest is parallel to the ground. Left toes point towards the ground. Lots of options for your arms here. Hips. Ooh, don't look at me, I'm falling out of the pose. Airplane, forward. Arms forward as the hardest option here. They could just stay at your heart. Breathe here. And slowly and gracefully come back to mountain pose or Tadasana. Release the arms alongside you. Let the shoulders fall down the back. Close the eyes for a couple moments. And reconnect with that feeling of groundedness as the feet can reach deep into the earth from here. Blink the eyes open. Press down through the feet. Reach the arms out, around and up. Exhale, long spine, forward fold. Inhaling up to a flat back. Exhale, lower the hands down to the mat, stepping back to plank pose. Exhale, lower all the way down to your bellies. Point the toes, inhaling upward facing dog. And then exhaling into child's pose. So bring the big toes to touch. Widen the knees, reach the arms forward. Do a time check. And just rest the hips on the heels. Soften the arms here. And then from here, let's come forward all the way onto our bellies. Bringing the forehead or the chin to the mat. Bring the arms behind the back, interlace the fingers. If you can't grasp the fingers, just go ahead and reach back. If you can interlace the fingers, start to reach the knuckles back to the heels. Let the fronts of the shoulders lift up off the mat, or if you're here, just reach back so the fronts of the shoulders lift up off the mat. Take an inhale. And then as you exhale, lift the legs, reach the knuckles towards the heels further. Let the chest lift up. Breathe, keep the neck in line with the spine. And as you take a few belly breaths, notice your whole pose moving as you breathe into the belly. It's kind of like rocking back and forth, bobbing up and forth with your breath. Good, one more inhale here. Exhale, release, turning onto the right cheek. And just rock the hips from side to side. And then sliding the chin or forehead back to the mat. Again, either reaching the arms back. If you can clasp the hands, do so. But place the opposite thumb on top. So your non-habitual way of interlacing your fingers. Start to reach the fingers back or reach the knuckles back so the fronts of the shoulders are lifted up off the mat. Take an inhale. And as you exhale, lift and breathe. Lift the shoulders, lift the chest, lift the legs. Keep the head in neutral so there's no wrinkles in the back of the neck. Breathe here. Good. One more inhale. Exhale, release. Turn onto the opposite cheek. Rock the hips from side to side. And then slide the hands alongside the ribs, chin to the mat. Come back to child's pose. Widen the knees. Big toes touch just for a couple breaths. And then slowly come forward toward a tabletop position. We're just going to come to sit on the mat with the legs straight forward. If it's a little bit difficult for you to sit here, if you have a pillow, you can sit on a pillow or a blanket would work. And then we're going to bend the right knee. Bring the bottom of the foot to the mat, just about in line with the left knee. And take the right hand behind you. So think about this right hand as like a little kickstand. It's helping you sit a little taller. So the right hand gently is going to press into the mat. Lift the chest. Lift the left arm. Inhale, lift the left fingertips up as high as you can. Keep lifting the fingertips up. As you exhale, twist, but keep reaching. Twist to the right, keep reaching up. Twist to the right, keep reaching up. And then once you can't twist anymore, bend the elbow, either hook it to the outside of the knee or just wrap that arm around that knee. Again, use that kickstand behind you to help you lift the spine. Flex your left foot, so stay active in that straight leg. Look over the right shoulder if it's comfortable. Sit tall and breathe. Let each inhale lengthen the spine, and each exhale twist a little further. One more inhale here. Exhale, release. Twist over to the left. And then let that right knee drop out to the side and start to slide your right foot so that it comes to the inner left thigh. Take your hands to the hips. Squeeze the elbows together behind you. And then rotate your torso so that your heart is right in line with your left toes. From here, sit a little taller. Hug the elbows together behind you. Take an inhale. Exhale, reach the heart towards the toes as far as you can. And then keeping the shoulders where they are, you can just bring the arms forward, but don't round the back and don't scrunch the shoulders to the ears. So I set you up in that position so we wouldn't do this, right? So keep the space between the shoulders and the ears. I don't care if you touch your toes. I want you to focus on your chest reaching towards your toes. Let each inhale lengthen the spine. And each exhale take you a little further into that forward fold. Couple more breaths. And then slowly come on up. Bring that right knee back to center, straighten the leg. Coming right into the opposite side. So bend the left knee. The foot is about in line with the right knee. The left hand comes behind you. Again, this arm is going to press down to help you sit a little taller. Reach the right arm up. Fingertips reach up to lengthen. Inhale. As you exhale, keep reaching up, a twist to the left, keep reaching up, twist, keep reaching up, twist, twist, twist. And once you can't twist anymore, go ahead and hook that elbow to the outside of the knee or hug that arm around the knee. Keep your right foot flexed and right leg active. You continue the gaze over your left shoulder if it's comfortable, keeping length to the spine. Each inhale lengthens the spine. Each exhale takes you a little further into that twist. One more in breath. Exhale, release back to center. Let's let the left knee fall out to the side. Left foot comes to the inner right thigh. From the hands to the hips, gently hug the elbows together behind you. Rotate your torso a little bit to the right so that the toes are in line with the heart center. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, reach the chest toward the toes. Keep squeezing the elbows together behind you. And then once you can't go any further without taking the shoulders up to the ears, just release the arms. I want you to keep lots of space between the shoulders and the ears. Front of the spine reaches forward. face is relaxed. Couple more breaths here. And then slowly rolling yourself out. Let's bring the bottoms of both feet together. You can interlace the fingers, bring them around your toes. You can scoot the heels in as close to you can toward your pelvis. With an inhale, lift the heart. And then as you exhale, forward fold. And this time, go ahead, let the back round. So you can even walk the hands forward a little bit. Letting go of so much structure in the spine for this one, and just round and relax. Let the head be heavy. Couple breaths, soften your body. Allow it to relax. Invite it to relax. Give it permission to relax. And then slowly roll yourself up. Draw the knees together. We're going to come onto our backs for Shavasana. So if you do have a pillow or a blanket roll, you can place it underneath your knees. You don't need to have one. If you have something for your eyes, you can place something over your eyes. Come to lie on your back. Face the palms up. Let the toes come out to the side, fall out to the side. Allow your body to relax. Again, draw your attention to the parts of the body that are touching the floor. The backs of your legs, the back of your pelvis, the backs of the arms, the backs of the hands, the back of the head. And allow those surfaces of the body to start to sink into the ground beneath you. The same ground that we're all lying on, that we're all part of, this greater earth. Allow yourself to feel grounded and connected. Let the body start to feel a little heavier, as if it was starting to sink into the ground underneath you, and there's now an imprint of your body. Move the bottom part of your jaw to the right and to the left a couple times. Allow it to relax, and then just bring your jaw back to center. Release the tongue from the roof of your mouth and let it rest a little more to the back of your throat. Soften the corners of your mouth. Soften the space between your eyebrows. Let your eyes be heavier in their sockets. Allow the brain to rest a little further towards the back of the skull. And just notice your breath. As we are all grounded and connected to the support that is underneath us, we also share the same breath, we share the same air. So maybe sending out a little love to anybody who might need it at this time. Maybe bringing that person to mind. Sending good vibes their way. And also breathing in anything you need for yourself. Breathe it in through the earth that is underneath you. Start to deepen your breath. Start to gently move around the fingers and the toes, the ankles and the wrists. Rock your head from side to side. And start to move or stretch in any way you need to reawaken your body. When you're ready, bend the knees and gently roll to the right side, using your bottom arm as a pillow to rest your head on for a couple rounds of breath. And when you're ready, press yourself up to a comfortable seat, letting the hands meet at the center of the heart. The light within me sees and honors the same light within each of you. Thank you for sharing your practice this evening. Namaste. Thank you, guys. All right, almost an hour. I know I was going to get carried away. Hope you guys felt good. Hope you enjoyed it. I forgot I was supposed to go live at Brazen, but I didn't. So next time I'll be live on Brazen. Oh, thank you, Johnny. Thanks for hanging out. Stacy, I miss my yoga people. Oh, Mom. Hi, Mom. Glad you did it. So I'll be doing it Sundays, hopefully not forever, until we're free to leave. But